My dear students, we are in chapter 8 of your first unit. Here you are going to study about the scope of financial management. First concept is investment decision. This investment decision will plays the major role in the organization or in the business activity. Here the business or the financial manager will evaluate the project risk, the project's cost of capital and also the profit of a particular project. Example, here you have three projects, project 1, project 2 and project 3. So out of these three you want to choose, you are supposed to choose only one project. So the finance manager is getting confusion which project he want to choose. Here he analyzing the risk of project 1, project 2, project 3 and the cost of capital and also the profit of project 1, project 2 and project 3. So based on his workout analysis, he will choose the project. Here he should ensure that the chosen project will give more profit and risk is also only low. And second one is working capital decision. Working capital means the company want to have some cash in the organization to meet out the day-to-day expenses. If there is no proper working capital is maintained and automatically the business activity will be stopped. Okay, example, unexpected demand is there for your product. Anyhow, you want to purchase more raw material. For that, you want to have excess cash in your company and for paying the wages to the temporary employees, etc. You want to maintain some cash. Okay. So this cash should be managed properly to meet out the day-to-day expenses. Example, here I have given the working capital cycle. Here debtors is there and another side creditors and another side inventory is there. If you take debtors, you know that debtors means the person who want to pay cash for you, that is for company, right? If you selling a product for the credit sales, you want to collect the cash from the debtors properly in a proper time. Okay. Then another side creditors is there. Example, you purchasing the raw material from your suppliers for the credit. Okay. So you want to pay the cash for them also within a limit. Within a time period which you promised them to pay. For them also you want to pay promptly. For that you want to cash. So here if you collecting the cash promptly from your debtors, and another side it is possible you to pay it to the creditors. Okay. Next one is inventory. Inventory means it is a stock. Before manufacturing your product, you want to know whether there is a demand for your product or not. According to the demand, you want to manufacture the product. If you're not considering the market demand and you keep on manufacturing the product, at the end you will be locked because no person is there to get your product. Automatically you want to store that product in a warehouse and here the whole cash will be locked, right? So again for purchase, for paying it to the creditors, it is not possible. Here the cycle of working capital will get locked. For that you want to concentrate the working capital. Next one is financing decision. The finance manager should be clear about his profit and also he should be clear whether he will pay his borrowed money within a short term period or long term. Okay. If he expect his profit within 1 year and it is possible to pay within 1 year to his borrowers, he may choose short-term source. If the project manager or if finance manager is thinking that he may pay only after 1 year, then he should choose the long-term sources of funds. Next one is a dividend. Dividend means, as you know, the income paid to the shareholders. In this dividend decision, retained earnings plays a major role. Retained earnings means the company is not paying any dividend for the shareholders, or else they're not paying full dividend for the shareholders, because here the reason is the company expecting there is a demand for their product in a market and they have a plan to go for expansion, right? So due to this expansion, they will take this decision. I would clear you that here the finance manager want to see what is the proportion of his profit, how much profit he is going to distribute as a dividend to his shareholders.